Friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages, tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I am your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, they fight my favorite monster of all time, the gelatinous cube. So this is one of those monsters that, I don't know why, but I just love it. When I first saw it back in Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition, I was like, oh, it's like an invisible piece of Jell-O that cleans out dungeons and eats people and leaves all their treasure behind. It is just so imaginative. You really have to look at the gelatinous cube and understand just how beautifully that monster is written. That is a monster where you can tell an entire story just with the name, the stat block, what it looks like, everything, you name it. It's like, oh, it's an invisible monster that's 10 by 10 by 10 that is designed to fit inside a dungeon, and it just goes through the dungeon as a vacuum cleaner, eating anything it can organic and leaving anything metallic behind. That is it. That is the entire monster. And then you could think about, like, okay, how does this attack? Well, it like goes on top of you and eats you and then dissolves you, or it chases after you because it senses like movement, like rats or something. It just is incredible. It's just such a beautiful monster. And even the concept of you just walking down a corridor and then all of a sudden you walk into an invisible mound of Jell-O and you're stuck and this thing is eating you. That is, mwah, I love it. I mean, there's a lot of monsters I love, but there's just something about a gelatinous cube, and just the word, gelatinous cube. It just rolls off the tongue. It just is easy to say, and it's fun to say. It is a perfect monster. I mean, I am one of those people who love oozes in general. This has been a topic of discussion at Paizo in the past, is that oozes really shouldn't have personality. They're one of the most basic monsters in existence. I mean, they're basically puddles of goo that eat things. But yet, people love them. I don't know why. I love them. I know a lot of people who love them. I just can't wait whenever I see one. I got to design an ooze. I actually designed the plague ooze for Starfinder, and I actually went against script. Not only is this ooze, because most oozes are really slow, this one is super fast. It like barrels down like a bowling ball, and everything it touches and gets in its way gets diseased. So it not only will try to eat you like a ooze normally would, but even if you get hit by it and escape from its grab, you can get horrible diseases. And it's really fast. It just like barrels through. It's beautiful, but definitely check that one out. Easily adaptable to Pathfinder. So yes, this week I was looking forward to this one. They're going to be fighting a gelatinous cube. Now, there's one thing I probably should have done before I ran it, and that is practice run it, because some of the monsters are, well, really complex to run. And you look at the stat block and you're thinking, okay, it's not that hard, but then you really read it and get into it, and you realize, wow, this is actually an extremely complex monster. And gelatinous cube is really hard. It actually does a lot of things, and it's sort of, kind of inside of a text block that doesn't look that complex until you're in the middle of a game. I strongly recommend I'll say that with any ooze, you read them ahead of time and perhaps even do a dry run. And you're going to hear me kind of stumble a little bit in the beginning because I didn't realize some of the abilities. Because what they do, I hate when they do this. I mean, I understand why they do it, but they sort of mix abilities where they say, okay, this does paralyze, this does an attack, this does a grab, this does a dissolve, but this one does all of them, and here's the order in which they occur. So you're like, wait a second, like, what? It's very confusing sometimes. It's sort of like, okay, wait, these are individual individual, but this is a combination. But this attack does a different combination of attacks and so forth. So this is definitely one of the more complex monsters to run out there. So if you're going to run a gelatinous cube or an ooze in general, I strongly recommend you do a dry run before you run this one. I'll also say, if you ever run a dragon, that you also do a dry run, because they are by far the most complex monsters. By design, they usually have more skills, more abilities, and more spells than any other monster you'll find in the book. They are very, very hard to run. And actually, spellcasters in general, any monster that is a spellcaster, that's one of the big problems, obviously, with any version of D&D or Pathfinder, that whenever you run a monster that has spells, all they do is list the spells, and you have to actually look them up and keep track of them. Now, of course, there's a million good websites out there, so you can just look up the monster, and then all the spells are hyperlinked, and you can just click on them. But let me tell you, that doesn't always work, because you might not have the correct DCs in there, you might not have the right damage, you might not know the attack rolls, you might not know what level it's at, because now things can be heightened. So you might think, okay, I'm casting this at level 1 or level 4, wait, I gotta check. So again, always double check your monsters. And level 1, level 2, I'd say, the really low levels, you can just sort of go in blind. But really, I would say any monster past level 4, or any monster that you've never run before, you really should just read it. But it is amazing, because a lot of the monsters that I am running in this adventure, and actually the Agents of Edgewatch adventure, I have run at least once or twice before. And, well, practice makes perfect. By the time I run that monster for the third or fourth time, it's really easy. I actually know all the tricks. I know all the ways that it can attack. I can really finesse it. And there's a big difference. I notice a really, really big difference when I'm running a monster for the second or third time from the first time. Now, everyone's probably thinking, duh, of course, that makes sense. But keep in mind, I'm a GM. I don't get to run the same monsters that frequently. You think it would happen more often than it would, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, yeah, ghouls, zombies, skeletons, those things I run all the time, but those are not exactly the most complex of monsters. I'm talking about harder monsters that have multiple abilities, monsters that you might not be aware of, like an invisible stalker. Those are fairly complex monsters, but I've actually run them before in other PF2 games, so I know how to run them fairly well. Or flying monsters. The Zephyrhawk. Zephyrhawk is also a tricky monster, and that came up a few times so far, so I've gotten really good with that one. So again, it seems kind of silly for you to sit there as a GM running a monster by yourself, but you know what, if you want, just get a friend and just say, hey, just sit there and try to kill this monster, and who cares if it's one-on-one, it doesn't matter. And give the PC a million hit points, make them have normal attacks. That's what I would do. I would say, okay, if it's a level 4 monster, give them a level 3 or 4 PC, but then just quadruple their hit points so they never go down. This way they can try out their attacks, and you can try out different attacks and abilities on them and see how they work out. It's really helpful. It's not something a lot of people do ahead of time. I actually just try to do it in my head. I sometimes roll out and do a couple of practice rolls and different attacks and sort of do it in my head, because I don't have anyone to actually practice running monsters on. But if you don't have someone, that's the next best thing, is at least dry run the monster, do the rolls, see what the results are, and try to do it in your head, almost like soloing the monster with you and a fake PC. So anyhow, you're gonna get to see the gelatinous cube. Oh, it's so much fun! I can't wait. So one more thing I wanted to mention, this tower that they're in, it's kind of hard for you to picture, but it kind of looks like, well, it's kind of like a pyramid, but instead of going to a point, it's sort of flat at the top. And where they're in interconnected hallways that go around the sides of the pyramid. So they entered on the west side, and then they went to the south. Now they're going across the south to the east. Now they're slowly going from the southeast corner up to the northeast corner. So just picture them going around in a square. It's very geometric, this map, so they're just going around in lots of circles actually, and there's a lot of squares in this map. So except for last week there was a natural cavern because part of the tower disintegrated or something happened, so it actually opened up into a cavern where they fought all those crazy creatures. But with that, let's get to this week's show notes. So first up, the RPG Superstar contest is over. We have a grand prize winner, as well as platinum and gold and silver and bronze. Check that out at rpgsuperstar.com, where you can see the 101 monsters that won. And you can go onto the Discord and talk to the winners and congratulate them. So what is going to happen now? Well, we're going to make the book. We're going to actually take all the monsters, we're going to put them through editing, we're going to spruce them up and make them perfect for Pathfinder 2. I have some of the best authors and editors in the industry helping me out. So when the RPG Superstar Battle Zoo Bestiary comes out early next year, you too can have 101 plus, that's right, extra monsters to use in your games. Plus, I am adding something that is going to be so freaking cool that you are all going to use it. And I'm going to use this mechanic. That's right, I give you a hint. It's a cool new mechanic that I'm going to put in all of my podcasts. It is something I've been thinking about for quite a long time, and I knew it was a good mechanic. When I told this mechanic to Eric Monin, he said, God damn, that's a good idea. So you are going to see that in the RPG Superstar Battle Zoo Bestiary coming out in early 2021. So be on the lookout for that. Also, of course, do check out the Discord channel where you can hang out, play games, talk to us. Just go to discord.ruleforcombat.com. And of course, do check out the Patreon where we put the shows up early. And you can watch us play live. And we actually started, I am giving you a little bit of a spoiler, but we are up to Chapter 2. That's right, Chapter 2. We started it last night. It was the first episode of Chapter 2 of Extinction Curse / 3-Ring Adventure. And it actually is nice. You know, one thing is sometimes you get a little bored being in the same book. I'm not saying I'm bored in the same book, but playing one book for about 6, 7, 8 months can get a little stale because you keep seeing the same environments, the same NPCs, the same people, blah, blah, blah. It's nice to go somewhere new and have, well, new people to talk to, new environments, new towns, new everything. So check that out. If you want to get a head start on everyone, just go to patreon.ruleforcombat.com, and for $10 you can start listening to Chapter 2. That's right. It's going to get really exciting. All new stories, all new plots. It's like a whole new ball game. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting show. You throw a stone rock in front of you, and it sticks in the air.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
That's obviously not anything to worry about.
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
What?
Rob Tremarco is playing Darius Varys, Darius's Daring Destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
We would like to roll for combat now?
Pretty much.
That is only 10 feet away from Alhara. That is too close.
Roll for combat!
Now here's the thing. The cube that's holding this rock, it is near invisible. Hap has no idea this just occurred. So, you go first, but you don't know anything.
I saw her throw a rock, and I'm like,
Gasp in surprise, perhaps?
well,
You can do that,
what?
sure. But you don't know where it is. You have to actively give me a perception check to find it.
Oh, no, I'm saying, well, what? All right, well, I guess nobody's... that's 6 seconds, nobody answered, so...
I mean, are we allowed to speak when it's not our turn?
I mean...
Yeah. I mean, she can delay. I mean...
The rock is hovering in midair. It might be in there.
Oh, crap.
The rock.
No, you know what? I'm going to say
Do
that
it.
I can't do anything. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know what's there. I mean, I kind of have an idea that it's there now, but I don't know where
Like
the rock is
nothing?
hovering.
You're taking
I'm,
no action whatsoever.
I'm going to take no action.
Not even like a little area, something or other?
Not casting Forbidden Ward, not using guidance.
I don't see it. I can't put Forbidden Ward up.
It's true.
Can-
I don't
can-
know where the
okay.
rock is hovering. I don't know if it's 50
Rather
feet
than
into the
waste her
room.
turn like she is intending to, can she just delay and
Yes.
act once she figures out where it is?
Okay,
Yes.
I'll delay until, I don't know, sometime. I'll come back in later.
She'll go at the end.
What? All right.
She's going last.
Well, or until she wants to go. How about that?
Sure.
It's fine. She can go.
No, I get really frustrated when this game is stupid hard and someone's like, "I'm going to take 0 actions on my turn." I just.
Oh well, she doesn't. I wasn't
Especially
gonna
when
let her
I'm
do it.
first
No,
to
no.
die. It's a little.
It's
a little
not
frustrating.
first to die.
Look, I can
No.
see it now as it engulfs you, so I'll come back in and attack it.
It slowly, oh so slowly, moves towards the rock throwing action, which happened to be Alhara. Give me. Well, actually, it doesn't engulf you. It will. Oh, it does engulf you.
No.
Give me. It doesn't even try to fight you. It just moves onto your face and then does the 2-action engulf. Give me a reflex save. 26.
That's pretty good. That's a 14 on die. You're very quiet.
No, I'm just reading it. So, a creature engulfed. So, you do not get engulfed. So, you
Oh, thank
end up...
goodness.
That's where you end up. You, like, jump out of the way and are next to it. And it is done. Darius, you have a
I
sense
see it now,
of where
right?
it is. You have a pretty good sense of where it is. If you successfully want to spend 1 action to actively look for it, I mean, you saw that happen, but it's pretty much invisible. It's like near invisible. This
Right.
thing.
I will take an action to see where it is.
It is actually transparent. So,
I'll make a perception check or something.
yeah, it's just a perception check.
Do I have
I'm
that
giving you a
skill?
large bonus, though, once you saw all that. You're like, oh, wait, I think I know where it is. And you roll 21. You see it. You definitely
right
saw
here.
that. You're like, you see the outline of the Jell-O. You're like, it's here. Oh my god. It is the whole hallway. It's taking up everything. Kill it.
Mountain stance and flurry of blows.
Oh no.
Oh no.
First punch. I mean, is a bad.
Wow, that is a bad roll.
That's a nat 1 right there.
You're like, I see it. It is literally.
Second shot.
I'm telling you right now. Here's the funny
Not
thing.
much better.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a cube of Jell-O that's 10
How can I
feet by
miss it?
10 feet by 10 feet. How do you miss? Now, this is the
Really
funny
hesitancy.
thing.
You don't want to punch something that's
Yeah.
going to eat you.
That's it, hesitancy.
Well, here's the funny thing, is a 12 was a natural 1. You actually would have hit it. So it
If it
wasn't
wasn't
even
a
a
1.
critical miss. It was just a miss.
Yeah.
So a 13, as crappy as
Oh
that
my
roll
god, it
is,
hits it.
hits it. And you do
Wow.
10 points of damage because it's nearly impossible to miss.
Wow. Does it make fortitude saves?
Don't know if it does. What type of attack is that? It has a lot of immunities.
It is a incapacitation effect. Flurry of blows, incapacitation effect. I mean, it does. Is it immune to the stunned condition?
No, it's immune to a lot, but it doesn't. I don't know how you would stun a cube.
I can disrupt its physicality, so it's got to
Sure,
try.
I'll say you do
know.
it. I'll say
It
you do it.
quivers like a big thing of gelatin and can't get itself together.
27.
It's too
Wow.
It
quivery.
makes it, but
Yeah, it's an interesting creature because
Holy.
it just has a ton of weird things. And by the way, this is my absolute favorite creature of all time. I love the gelatinous cube, so I'm so happy.
Does
we
that
get
mean you want to
see
kill a
one.
player with it, or it's like not worth it to you?
Oh, I want to see what happens if it eats one of you because it gets really bad.
Oof.
But
the
Alhara's
jelly
up.
ball is here. The jelly ball.
Oh, Alhara.
I hit it.
Yeah.
All right, so this thing's like giant. We can kind of figure out where it is now. Is there any chance at all I can tumble through this
Can
thing, or is that
wait.
just...
I get one more shot, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. That was just 2 actions.
Oh, yeah,
That
you're
was
right.
just 2
You do-
actions.
Yep, you get another one. Sorry. I always forget because you get 4 attacks. So
Essentially, yeah.
yeah. And guess
Well,
what?
An 11 hits? Or no?
You hit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, Roto! Oh my god. 7 points of damage.
Darius's favorite encounter of all time. He can roll like garbage and still damage it.
Yay!
Alhara's up.
You know what? If this is the way we're doing it, I don't even think we need flanking. I'm just gonna
Just
gonna
do it.
beat it and hope for the
Just
best.
beat it.
Just
Just
beat
beat
it.
Beat
I-
it!
Opening strike from the bow staff. Nat 20.
Oh.
Well, you want the good news or the
Wow.
good
Oh
news?
no.
It's immune to critical hits.
It's immune to critical hits.
Yeah. If it's that easy to hit, I'm just gonna keep swinging this
9
bow
points
staff.
of
at him.
damage.
Oh my gosh!
God!
Another nat 20.
Another crit!
No, that's sad.
You're wasting them on this
This is so
cube.
dumb. What?
Well, here's the best part. Do you see that? You actually would have done less points. You would have done less damage, where your critical only did 8, and your regular did 10. So
I know,
would you-
'cause of how the
do you
math
want to
works.
crit it?
No.
You know what? I will give you the
No.
ability to crit it.
No,
Are you
it's
sure?
fine. No,
You sure?
no, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the 10. Because you'll take it back away again.
It's weird.
All
how
right,
it
and
does that.
then third attack, I guess, at minus 10, which I would generally never do, but holy cow.
Here we go. Here comes. Oh my God! You did it! Are you serious?
Wow. 3
Are
nat
you
20s in a row, and they're
Effing
useless.
kidding me.
We have to get something out of that. Give Omar like a hero
No,
point
this
or
is
something.
this
Oh
is
my
Steven.
God.
All right, the jig is up, Steven. Stop it. You're doing this on purpose to taunt us.
Oh no, that's a good point.
All
I
right,
took a
Steven, we-
screenshot of that. That
We've
is
got
amazing.
your game now. Look at that. 3 20s in a row. Please reveal the program you're using to do this.
Nothing. I don't do anything. It's all natural. A 30, a
my
25,
gosh.
and a 20. You have used up your luck for the year, I'm afraid.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put this on Twitter. That's too funny.
And the best part is, it's immune to critical hits.
It's immune to critical hits. Oh
That's
my
the
gosh.
best part.
That's so dumb.
It's still very much alive. Acheron's up.
All right. Finish it off with your
is-
natural 20s.
Is there anything I can do with telekinetic projectile? Do I see anything I can fling at it?
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's Cauldron of Curious Concoctions, a human witch of curses.
Oh yeah, because Alharith has been throwing rocks down the hallway, so there's stuff down here.
All right. So, I'm not expecting to be able to. So 5.
A rule of Odic, a rule of Odic, a rule of Odic.
5,
Well, you have to see it first, right?
Do you not see it now?
We still have to make the.
Oh, I thought
Check?
we've been punching it and slapping it enough.
Yeah. Do I have to make the perception check?
Nah, at this point, it was, but Acheron just saw this thing get hit so many times.
Okay.
I put it this way, that's the benefit of 3 crits in a
Yeah.
row. You see it now.
So Acheron
Oh
will
my
just
gosh.
step backward and then say a rule of Odic and throw one of the larger rocks. Telekinetic projectile. Attack of 18, so 14 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's some good damage.
And that's the end of my turn.
I'll go ahead and jump in.
And now
I
Hap
guess.
goes.
All right. So real quick, I'd like to use one action to think about what I know about jelly sears. Recall knowledge, please. In particular, I'm searching for if this is a fire damage situation.
Okay, you use your occultism knowledge to think about gelatinous cubes. Ah, that is the official name. Well, they are often used to clean dungeons as they wander aimlessly through dungeons. They happen to be the exact same size as most dungeon corridors, and they will just eat up organic material, but not metal, not stone, or other organic substances. They eat it and dissolve it inside their acid, and they live pretty much forever. They are immune to acid, critical hits, mental, precision, unconscious, and visual. The only thing they're resistant to is electricity, fire, and all the other attacks have no benefit. Like, it doesn't do any extra damage. So
they're resistant to both of the things I do. That's fine. It's
no,
good
they're
to know.
resistant to electricity.
Oh, I thought you said electricity and fire.
No. Fire doesn't do anything extra.
Oh,
Fire is the
okay,
same as
okay.
usual. Yep.
I have one more question. This should be a real quick one. Has it been 10 minutes since I threw fire at the spider?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my second action to back up a little bit. so that I'm next to Otteron, and then I'll use my last action for another elemental toss. But this one's just going to be a regular old sphere of fire because I don't have time to shape it into something pretty.
Does that mean I would have had time to refocus?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Hey, really good damage.
I bet you its
God.
reflex save is real big.
Oh, there's no
no,
reflex save on this
A
one.
reflex save.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a hit.
I hope it just sits there.
Points
Nice.
of
One
damage.
fire. Nice.
Ooh,
You flick fire at it, and it's like almost on fire. So
Nice.
Good job. You were done.
nice.
Yes, that is 3 actions for me.
Gelatino's turn. I like how it abbreviates it in my column.
This is funny. I actually messed up because in the engulf also included its speed, so it actually could have done an extra round. But I will say it was a surprise for 1 action.
Sure.
And then it went to go after you. And now comes the fun part. Does everyone like fun things? I like fun
Yes.
things.
We like fun things.
I don't like the things that you think are fun, though.
It goes on top of Darius and Alara.
That's why we
Just-
moved back.
Yep.
Yum, 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 yum,
Hap and
yum,
Otteron going, nope, 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 nope,
yum,
nope,
yum,
nope.
yum, 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 yum. Give me some reflex saves. Oh, you do not want to fail this
Woo.
thing. Walhara.
Oh, no.
Darius.
Hero point, hero point, hero point.
Hero pointing
A
this one.
12.
Darius
is
rolled a
not
12.
Good. That is not good. You did not want to.
Aha,
Oh,
woo,
23. I don't know if I should let you do that.
Hero point expenditure.
Oh man, it would have been so much fun too. You get engulfed and somehow pop out on the other side. It's almost like a car wash. You're
We
like
press
all
ourselves against the
shiny.
wall as it blorps around us.
You're all like shiny and
Blorps.
clean.
That's a
But
verb.
now
Blorp.
it's going to, because it just is mindless. It reaches out to attack Darius with its last action because that was two actions to engulf, but it fails. Hello, it keeps going. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what?
It moves double its speed, and anything in its path it can try to eat. Hap
Oh
and
no.
Otteron, give
Aw.
me
Jeez.
reflex saves.
Oh, thank
Not
God.
bad.
Oh, you both make it.
Woof.
Oh boy, this is funny.
Wow.
All right, so okay, let me reiterate because I messed up a little. But this is what happens. It just went down the hallway. That's all it did, and it tried to eat Alhara, Darius, Hap, and Otteron because it moves double its speed, and that's all part of the engulf. It's one of these things. I'm looking at it. It's actually like a page long. This ability. It's incredibly
Yeah.
long. So it's I've never used
Engulf
it
is
before.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a very complex ability. So first time ever using it, and yeah, it just goes through you. And if it eats you, you get then things start to happen. All of you got out, but that was still only 2 actions. So now it gets to use its attack. Do you know what it's called?
Pseudopod.
No, they renamed it. It's called.
Lick a tongue.
I'm gonna roll a 50-50 to see if it attacks Hap or
Oh,
Otteron.
great.
I do not decide. That's Otteron. Cube face.
Oh my gosh.
Weird.
What?
Cube face.
Cube face?
That's
Because they
what
describe
call
the
it.
thing that they're attacking with, not the verb. So it's hitting you with its cube face.
Wow.
It hits Otteron with 23. Now here's the good point. You only take 5 points of acid damage. However, give me a fortitude save as the cube face tries to.
Oh, the 20.
27
Nice.
natural 20. You are not paralyzed, and you will not die this turn. Damn it.
Yay. Otteron screams as acid just burns the front of their face and neck.
Darius is up. Oh, Darius is charging
Run
one
right up to it and flurry of blows.
No flanking. Doesn't exist. 25. You
9
hit.
damage.
9 points of damage.
Second shot. That's got to be a miss.
Oh my god. You actually missed and critically missed, so...
We'll make your stunning fist save.
True.
DC 20. You're great.
7. Good job.
Third hit. Oh, terrible.
Oh, that critical miss. 3. And you get a 4th hit.
I moved. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
one
no,
more.
you don't. You don't. You get.
I moved. Hit. No, you're right. I moved. I do get a 4th hit.
No, you don't, because you moved, and then you get 3. You just did 3 attacks. You're
Did I
done.
do 3?
Yeah, you did.
Did I do
You
3?
missed. You hit 1 and missed 2. Alhara's up.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta kill this thing.
Yes, we do. In a hurry.
Alhara spends one action to move up behind Hap. Hap, duck, and is going to attack this thing twice using the reach of her bow staff. Nat 1. Hap, get down. You're in the way.
What?
Duck.
You know, that's funny. That's just a miss. It's not even a critical miss.
I
Where?
know,
Right.
so
Oh,
silly.
there we go. There you go. Good job.
18 finally. Whew. For minimum damage. Yes.
4 points of damage.
Hey, Hap, get behind me. Run up the hallway.
Yeah!
Wow, that was enough. All right, cool.
You kill the cube. It's dead.
And this tower shall never be clean again.
I mean, that's probably true.
Okay, one dissipates. It dissolves. It's gone. Atron's like, whew, this is fine. Atron, give me a reflex save.
Oh god. 16.
Oh, that's not good enough.
All right, then I will hero point.
As the second gelatinous cube tries to engulf Atron. Oh, that's even worse. Now you're in trouble. Critical failure.
Second one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I hate when hero points.
It's
just
all
make
right. I have
things
something
worse.
clutch in store.
Well, no, with the hero point, don't you still take the better result?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably. You're probably right. I've never done that. Let's get the dead, absorbed guy out of the way, shall we?
Nope. It says you must use the second result. That is sad.
Yay! Life is pain.
Well,
So, while you're fighting, you're like, this is great. Atron, as it's dissipating, is suddenly engulfed and is now floating in the air. And you're like, that doesn't look good.
That's not a thing I can do.
What?
Atron, no.
You take. I'm gonna roll the damage. You don't take extra damage. All that happens is you take 7 points of acid damage.
Question: does Chilagosh have a separate save? Since I failed mine.
You're really going there.
Well,
Sure.
I feel like
would
I
have done it.
should.
Yeah, but I would have done that before. If you're gonna go that way, then you have to do it.
Well, I
consistently.
think what he's really asking
gonna
is,
say
can
no.
Sheila Ghost not have to deal with this?
Yes, but you can't use it in a beneficial way because it's if you're gonna do that. How about that? Or if you're gonna try to use it a different way, then I need to start saving for Chilagosh on everything, including like AOE's, all that stuff.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I mean, I don't even know exactly how that works. I was accustomed to if the person failed, then like attending things, in this case, the familiar sitting on my shoulder would have to make a save. But
I can
so
say it's
either
flying
or.
away, and it's flying. I will just to make it not a pain. I'll say it like kind
Okay.
of flies
Yeah.
away, and it's like trying to figure out like a dog would what's going on. Why is my master just sitting there like not saying anything? So
Sounds
let me
good.
just read this. You failed your save. You're pulled into the monster's body. You are grabbed and slowed 1, and you have to start holding your breath or start suffocating. You take the listed amount of damage when you're first engulfed and then the end of your turn. And you can try to get out with a escape DC. And you could also attack it, but you have to use unarmed attacks or weapons with light bulk or less. And the engulfed creature is flat-footed against all of you. You also must do a saving throw immediately against paralysis as it engulfs you, so give me a fortitude save.
Nope. 8.
That does not do it.
Whoa.
Another critical failure, so you are also paralyzed.
I got this. Don't worry.
Wait, is it not dead yet?
This is
There's
the
a second one.
Oh no!
you weren't paying
I
attention.
was paying attention. I thought it was dead.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna go get a sword. What just
I was
happened?
gonna get a drink. Oh god!
Yeah. Alhara is up.
I've got something super fancy. Don't even worry about Otteron.
She's worried about Atron.
I got something really fancy. It's nice. You'll like it.
Okay, I'll trust you for a moment. Alhara stammers and stares, paralyzed with fear and concern. I'm going to delay till after Hap.
My flesh just burning off from digestive acids.
Oh god.
Ataran. Ooh, you're paralyzed. You can't do a damn thing.
Yay!
You do get a new save at the end of every one of your turns. That's the good news. So, this is what
Fortitude?
happens. Well, let me do the first thing.
Okay.
You take 5 points of damage as it is slowly, well, actually, not so slowly digesting you. So you're half dead. You're almost a skeleton. This will be fun. Now, you give me another fortitude save to see if you snap out of it. It's not as bad as the old version. However, a 14 will not do it, so you're still paralyzed. Hap is up.
Atsaron, hold on. And I'm going to glow a little bit in my core. And I'm going to pull that glow out with my hand. And I'm going to chuck it at Otteron as I spend 3 actions to cast a reach spell, resist energy, acid on Otteron.
That cool?
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's only resist energy 5. Well, it's still good, though.
Yeah, but like he would have taken 0 damage this turn, so that's
Yeah.
real good.
So, do you have that spell? Is that one of the ones I programmed for you or no?
It's a... Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll click the button. It's a bloodline spell. I'm not allowed to not have it.
No, I just want to read it. That's all. Oh, cool. Well, range touch, but you have the reach.
Yes.
It's clear. I'll say it works.
Reach
you
is
go through-
100% paying dividends.
Yeah, so yeah,
It really is.
You put a sphere of acid shielding around Atron. Good job. Alhara, you're up.
Okay. Seeing this energy glow around Atron and Hap's smiling face, she gets like a bit of her fear ablates and sort of knocks her out of this shocked state she's in, and she rushes forward to just destroy this thing and hopefully free them. Alhara is going to leap forward right in front of this thing and just swing her bow staff as hard as she can 2 times. Hit 6 damage.
Yeah, you hit it. You're like you see Atron moving around like Jell-O.
And then somehow 7, I think.
Somehow a 7 because you rolled a 2
Jeez.
and you miss.
Wow. All right. Somehow missing. Maybe it's so impassioned she ends up blacking the wall instead.
Darius, who was like doing his nails or something, didn't
Yeah,
even
it's-
know this was happening.
Like
Looks up and, like,
what is this?
why is it still alive? Why is Octaron floating inside of it? What's happening?
Mountain stance and move and flurry.
Now, this could be a TPK if it eats all of you.
First strike, 24 to hit.
8 points.
8 points. Second strike, 24 to hit. And that's
Nice.
that's
8
9 bludgeoning because it's forceful. The next hit is more damaging.
9 points.
And it takes it does its DC 20 fortitude save against stunning fist.
31. Man, this thing is pretty damn fortitude-y.
Sure is.
Fortitudinal.
What the hell does it have? Oh my god, it has a plus 12 to its fortitude, no wonder. Okay, keep going.
No, I move mountain stance and then that's it. I'm out of actions.
Oh, the cube goes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Just walking down the street, eating everyone up. Everyone give me a reflex save.
Do I still need to do one?
Nope, you're already
Didn't think
engulfed.
so.
Oh,
Oh, no, Hap.
No.
Do I need to
no.
hero point that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please. Hap nat 1.
All right. I guess
and
I'll hero
Darius.
point
Both
this.
twinsies got 25s. Again, you guys both twinsies. But
Woohoo!
Hap, 27. Good job.
Nice, Hap.
Good hero point.
Good hero point.
Must be
All
nice.
right.
Oh, goodness.
You guys get out of the way, but then it does a cube face.
It does a cube face.
at
Oh,
Hap.
no.
Ooh, 28. Whoa, that crits.
Oh, great.
Same damage for crit.
It does a whopping 2 points of critical damage on you. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh, no.
Yep, this is where I'm gonna have to get pulled out of it. There's no way I make this. Oh, maybe that's good for me.
17.
Maybe.
Here's the good news. You don't get pulled in.
But you sound like you have a butt coming.
You're paralyzed. You're like, I'm okay, and then you just stop moving. 'Cause
Oh, no.
you're paralyzed too. Acheron is
But not
up.
inside it, right?
Nope, not yet.
Oh my gosh.
That's next round. Okay, Acheron automatically takes no damage because I rolled a 5 because it's acid damage.
Woo!
It's like, I can't seem to eat this one. Give me a fortitude save, Acheron.
24.
Okay, good news, you're out of it. Bad news, you're suffocating also, by the way, because you lose,
Oof.
while you're in it, you are losing breath. And I think it is 5 rounds plus your fortitude. Someone look this up. I just did this recently with holding breath. It's very short. in
5
Path-
plus your con mod.
Yeah, 5 plus your con mod. That's what I meant. So yeah, it's really, really short. So next turn you will be conscious and you will have 2 actions. Hap, give me a fortitude save.
Okay. Bonk.
You are also no longer paralyzed, but that is at the end of your turn.
Yeah, so I just get re-engulfed next turn. Fantastic.
Hopefully
Oh,
I
alright.
not.
literally just have to stand here and just be paralyzed until you all kill it.
No, you're done.
No.
You are moving. You are no longer paralyzed. It does a lot of good things for you.
No,
Ahara's up.
but it's going to move on to my space and do it again.
But you might
Might make
succeed.
it. Stop being so negative.
All right, good point, good point.
Oh,
Like
Alright,
last
go.
time you dodged it, it's just what?
Atron gives you a thumbs up from inside the cube.
Oh, fantastic! Seeing them do that heartens Alhara, and she smiles and leaps at this, and is going to beat the crap out of it. So here's the deal: can I tumble through it then? It's been like moving through us and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It's against his reflex save?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
17.
You kind of like squeeze
Easily.
past it.
You actually critically succeed. No, you don't. You don't critically succeed.
Yeah, it doesn't have a crit anyway. But all right, cool. So Alhara basically like does a cartwheel along the side of the wall, missing it as it's undulating down the corridor to get on the other side of it, and then is going to make 2 bow staff attacks against it. First one hits 10 damage.
Yeah.
Second one hits 9 damage. Come on, let's get it! She yells at the top of her lungs.
Darius is up. Darius, you've been engulfed by this thing so many times. You are just sparkling clean. You're like, this is the best bath I've had in months.
It ate off all my oil. My muscles no longer shimmer.
I no
move up to
longer
it.
smell like bacon grease. Now I
Oh,
smell
no, it
like
ate my pocket
gelatinous cube. Yes, that's right. Your pocket bacon is all gone.
I imagine a gelatinous
Flurry of
cube
blows.
smells like a hospital.
Bam! Oh, what a good, delicious hit that was. But 9 bludgeonings.
Blue Jennings.
Boom. Kill that Jell-O.
Fantastic.
Jello.
Jello.
Take this
Go
jelly. For Pam, 8 jellies because it's forceful.
Ooh.
Make a fortitude save.
again. Okay, here we go.
Come on.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
miss.
it's failed.
Is it
So
my level or
Nice.
over?
it is below you.
Then it loses one action.
One action.
Cool.
I vibrated to jelliness.
You
did.
disrupt its karma. Its
You
flow.
jiggled
Wow.
it so good.
And I now my final strike.
You got to slap that mass.
Boom! Oh, it would have been a critical.
Another critical.
Oh.
Another nat 20. Jeez, so many crits wasted
That's
on this
11.
thing.
It's 11 or 12 damage now because the previous 2 hit.
Nice.
Right? Is it 1 plus 2 plus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Wow, you can count. I'm impressed.
I'm up to 3.
It goes.
Of course. Oh, I was hoping it would come north for me instead of south for everyone else.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Only 2 actions.
That's all. That is 2 actions. That's all it did. It just moves through you. Give me reflex saves, Darius and Hap.
Aren't I out?
No,
Come on, come on,
you
come
go
on, come
with
on.
it. You
Even
go
though
with
I
it.
escaped?
You didn't escape.
Oh, thank goodness.
You're just not paralyzed.
You're just not,
anymore.
you're not
Oh,
dying
okay.
anymore.
All right.
No. That's a whole other roll you have to do now. Okay, you both get out of the way and are not engulfed by the gelatinous cube.
Good job, team.
Now Atron. Now Atron is
Yeah.
up. You are grabbed and you are slowed 1. And you will take damage at the end of your turn. Now, you can either escape using an escape action, or you can try to cut your way through using unarmed attack or weapons of light bulk or less. And if you do the X amount of damage, then you just get cut out and freed and spilled on the ground.
Atron would try to escape, not having a weapon in hand.
Can you cast spells in there?
Doesn't sound like it.
No, because you can't make any You can if you can, as long as it doesn't use vocal, because you can't.
Okay.
You can't.
So semantics, like a
talk,
revolting.
Okay, so if you're trying to escape, it's 1 action, and you can use athletics.
Or acrobatics, huh?
Or acrobatics. Or your attack modifier, but whatever. Whichever one you want. He's thinking.
Yeah, I was just looking to see...
Which one's better? Yeah.
My acrobatics is better, barely. 7!
Oh my gosh.
You don't get free, and you can't escape until your next turn. Critical failure.
Whew.
Yay!
You get 1 more action. I don't know what you can do with that action. You can't escape again.
Can I... What did the natural attacks have to be, or the strikes? It had to be with like a bladed weapon or something?
You can use your fist.
You could.
Alright. Fisticuffs.
Try to rip yourself out
19! I do 1 bludgeoning.
It actually is flat-footed to you. So you could have credited it, except it doesn't take crits. You're like, I'm gonna kill you from the inside.
Yeah. Ha! I punch it a little somehow.
You do. I don't know. You like grab pieces of it. Maybe you start eating it. You're like,
Ew.
Nope. Mm-mm.
No.
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 Mm.
Okay.
Probably tastes like Everclear.
It's weak to peanut butter.
No. 8 points of acid damage. So you take 3 points of damage as it tries to continuously digest you. Hap, who just saw her life flash in front of her eyes again, is up.
Yeah, that was awful. I'm just going to gather up a ball of fire, and I'm going to throw it into the cube. And interestingly, I had to look this up. If this crits, it won't do the double damage, but it will still take the burning effect.
Okay. 18
I only got an 18, so.
does not crit.
Darn.
And miss, my damage is so low.
12 points of damage. It's not looking good, though.
It's not
Are you almost done? Are you done?
Yeah,
You're done.
I've got 1 action left, but I guess what I'll do is I will let's see. The ball of fire that I throw is so beautiful that Alhara can have guidance.
Oh,
Alhara,
thanks.
You're really far away from this thing now.
Yeah, but I move like a crazy person.
Did you say you're a crazy person? You are a crazy person.
I know. So Alhara is going to be like, Acheron, no! And run down the hallway right past Hap and Darius. 30 feet. That's 1 stride action. And then get to still swing it twice at this thing. Fantastic.
So many great rolls.
6 points of damage. Oh, I did it.
You kill it. Acheron comes spilling out of this gelatinous goo cube like, I don't know, some slip and slide.
Alhara uses her last action to step forward and catch them, holding them before they hit the ground, looking down at them. It's like, I'm so happy that you're not, that you're still here. Your skin's a bit red, though.
And Acheron is shaking, but smiles weakly. Yeah, my skin hurts, but it made it so I could not do anything. I was paralyzed. That is the worst bit of it. I need to rest.
She holds them close to her for a moment and then realizes something and then carefully lets them back to their feet and takes like half a step back.
Whispers to Darius, geez, not even so much as a thank you.
Thank you.
Before anyone says anything, I dart to Acheron and perform medicine.
And Acheron will just gesture, and Chilagos flies to their shoulder. And even as you're starting to attend to Ataran's wounds, Ataran's hands and arms fly out, and Raven's feathers form wings, and then they encapsulate them.
Oh no, I did it.
Darius critically
I rolled a
failed
1 on
his
my
medicine
medicine.
check. So much for the good rolls. Those are long gone.
That's okay. I have gloves of healing that have an actual once a day heal effect.
That's true.
I will do that next.
Okay. Make a note of that one so we don't forget.
There's no medicine check for that. It's like 2d6 plus 7.
Houghton,
Good idea.
is that a spell? A level 1 spell? Or
It's a
It
hex.
is effect. Oh, sorry.
oh, it's a hex, so you can keep reusing it.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
awesome.
I care
Oh,
about
crap.
refocusing.
That thing is good.
Mm-hmm. It's
Haps
like the
is-
witches lay on hand.
Yeah, but you can't do evil eye if you do that, right?
Not in the same round.
Oh, but you have two points now.
Evil
right?
Eye never takes a focus point.
Oh, right. I forgot. That's the old
because it's a
version of
hex
Evil Eye.
cantrip.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, man.
Right.
Complex. Starting to get up there. All right. So you have... wow, I did not know you had that healing. You guys are getting pretty strong. I'm throwing
we're getting good.
I'm
Yeah,
throwing
the
a lot
item
at
has
you.
a once a day heal effect.
Yeah. So Darius completely failed his heal check, but then very quietly says a word, and then his gloves glow, and he's like, "Oh, I made my healing check. Look, I healed you for 14
No, I don't
points
do
of
it. I don't do it to
damage."
trick anybody. I say, "Damn it," and then I just concentrate, and the gloves heal Ataran for 14 points.
So
Wow.
Darius is healing Otteron. Alhara's whispering sweet nothings to them. Hap's just gonna sit down and play Tetris on a 1990s Game Boy.
Okay.
Hap is just like, enough of this mushy stuff. I'm over here.
Hap, thank you for this. The spell you cast, the ward against acid. That I could feel it. I could even tell what was happening. I just couldn't move for a while.
It wasn't too hot, was it?
Oh no.
Okay, good. I was afraid I made it a little too spicy.
There is a warmth, but I have often attributed it to your own personality, your warmth of soul.
So I'm spicy. I got spicy soul.
Maybe. If
like
that
it.
is what you think, I
Otteron,
suppose
I'm
it
just
is up
glad
to
you're
you.
okay. I was really worried.
I was too. Thank you.
Now, gelatinous cubes, my favorite monster.
And you got to do the things you like doing with them,
Yeah,
too.
I got to do with it, and it definitely hurt you. It didn't kill anyone, but it definitely made things interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to run up to people and go cube face, and then hit them with
Cube
my
face.
face. Cube
That's
face.
good.
Cube face. Rawr. Cube face. Rawr. I know.
Then you have to run off going shorba, 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 shorba.
That
It's
is
very-
also one of those monsters that looks not that complex until you start opening up and looking at all the mechanics, and you're like,
Yeah.
damn, man, this thing does a lot. It's a very, very complex monster for what it does, but it is awesome. I don't think it's a total cube anymore, even though it's called gelatinous cube. I think it's more like a cube-ish creature in PE2, PF2.
Mm,
I don't
Mhm.
think that's why you can get around it and like get through it and stuff. So.
Yeah.
terrifying.
So you manage to kill the 2 cubes. They dissipate. There's nothing in them. You do know sometimes these things will have treasure in them because metal objects and so forth don't dissolve, and it also makes them easier to see. However, it looks like these things have been busy eating organic material because they were pretty clear.
Aww.
Very hard to see. So you killed them, and you had the satisfaction of a job well done. And Ataran actually feels guilty knowing that these cubes were put here on purpose to help maintain and clean the tower. Maybe they should be replaced later because now the tower might go into disrepair. And Ataran doesn't like that, I don't think.
No, and Ataran definitely felt more guilty before they started getting digested by one of them. Little less guilty now.
Mm-hmm.
True. But you do know that they did serve an important function. They are
Yep.
mindless beasts
Yeah, you
that
can't
didn't know
blame
what it
them.
was doing. It was just doing its job.
just a mortal who thought he knew best about pretty much everything. Put them here. So,
Well, they were doing a bang-up job for thousands of years until you came along and killed them. Good job, mortals.
Good job, mortals.
yay! Ooh.
All right, cool.
Now what? You guys are in this hallway. There's something to the left, another hallway. Oh, by the way, I must admit, I do like Vanessa being a GM, because she is very good at giving descriptions when I am busy with all my papers. So keep up the good work doing the detailed descriptions of what everyone sees, because I am not the best at that, because I have too many other things to look at. So I've noticed that you do that more and more often. So
Oh,
keep it
thanks.
up.
She's a pro.
She is
Aw.
a pro.
So,
So-
Ataran is still kind of shaking a bit and more unnerved that they lost their sense of control while they were paralyzed, and is watching over their shoulder after having spent some time healing, plus with Darius's attention.
Yes. If you need attention, I can give it to you. But I think I did last time.
They want emotional attention.
Yeah, and
Also, give them emotional attention.
Ataran took that time to make sure they regained their focus by speaking with Chilagosh, who was quite frazzled as well, flying back to their shoulder.
I can't remember. It looks like most of you are healed up. It's been a while since we played last, so I can't remember if you were healing or what.
Don't we start each session at full hit points?
Ha!
Yeah, with all your spells back.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but the only way you do that is you get no hero point.
What?
Wait, is that on the table?
What, did you start off with full hit points and no hero point?
Yeah,
That sounds like a bad exchange.
it kind of does.
Ataran was healed up between the life boost.
Okay,
and
Hap, I'll give
Darius's
you-
attention.
I'll give you the 4 hit points you're down, and I'm taking away your hero point. Is that fair?
Yeah, as long as I get my spells with it, no problem.
I said hit points. That's all you get.
And I said spells.
Oh, well. For that, I think you might have to be like drained 4 to get your spells back.
Or
Okay.
you just get a villain point.
There you go. Give me a villain.
You get no spells.
Not you.
You get no spells. It's easy to get spells. Just rest. Just do the 5-minute campaign day like we used to do in the old days, where
Yeah,
you go out,
easy.
adventure for 5 minutes, and then rest the whole day. There you go.
That's so cheesy.
The laziest of adventures.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
Well, it depends how much combat you have in 5 minutes, too.
Well, you do have a show in a few days, so you actually are kind of on the clock. Because don't
Mm-hmm.
forget, you have the show for the god. It's actually the god show, if you think about it.
The God Show? I don't think we like that term.
What do you want to call it then?
I'm pretty sure Darius objects. It's the
No, that's where gods belong in funny places like the circus.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
The Circus
Wow.
of Wayward Wonders presents Divinity.
Oh yeah, that's like a
That's actually pretty good.
that's pretty
That's
good.
I
actually,
know.
yeah, no, that's good. We're keeping that. I was just gonna say that it's the I'm trying to look for the name of this damn town.
Aberton?
Aberton. Yeah, it's just the Aberton benefit, but I like Circus of Wayward Wonders presents Divinity. That's cool.
We're going like full
Yeah.
Cirque
Well,
du
it's
Soleil.
Abadar benefit.
Mhm.
It's
No,
the
no,
Abadar benefit for Aberton.
I thought we agreed on doing a few different
It's-
gods.
No, it's
It's-
for the city. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's-
anything damaged by these demonic cultists will get
Abadar
attention.
presents the Circus of Wayward Wonders, Divinity, let's help the city,
That's a lot of
Hashtag-
colons.
hashtag Aberton.
We built this city on rock and roll. Got it.
Sounds like it needs some cleansing.
All right, let's go jump into the next
This
Gelatinous
town needs an enema.
Wow. I don't know. I think Atron just went through that, except he was the enema.
Was
Favorite.
the
Yeah. I'm so clean
So
now.
speaking of which, Alhara is definitely going to continue hovering near Otteron. Are you sure you're okay?
I am definitely agitated, and I'm going to be. I'm hoping 2 was the limit, but I don't have quite what I would want going forward, but I still have some spells. So we should. I don't want to make us rest just because my face was being dissolved off.
I mean, you're still kind of red all over. I mean, I thought you had sensitive skin before. Haha.
I had not seen the sun much for a couple decades. That is true.
We can wait an hour and I can continue to help you.
I am healed now. The only wounds are my experience and my emotions.
Understood.
Hey, Alhara, I think I get it. Like, that was kind of scary. Like, but it was also kind of exhilarating too, you know? It was also kind of thrilling.
Yeah. Like, here were these two horrible, mindless monstrosities that just wanted to melt us and eat us. And yet, you did fantastic.
We all did fantastic. We supported each other so well, like a team of adventurers.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Risk, teamwork, overcoming adversity. These are the things that really get your blood pumping, really make life worth living.
I would like to never experience this again.
Of course they would say that. All right, well, in the spirit of adventure, what do you see if we can tell what those things were guarding, huh?
Yes, and the idea of helping the people of Aberton, I agree.
All right, you going to be safe back there, Otteron?
Probably not.
All right, well, then I'll walk with you. And Darius, you can go first.
Thank you.
Excellent. Not a problem.
I'll go with you, Darius.
Get ready to give me a hot hands.
I can do that.
Slowly peek into the room.
You slowly peek into the room. To the west, you see a corridor leading to a bizarre-looking room with two alcoves to the north and south. Looks like there's pedestals in those alcoves. They're sort of oval. And again, there's a wall right in front of you, 10 foot in front of you, and it's a 10-foot wide wall.
Okay,
Well, let's do this official. Like, we're in exploration mode, so which exploration activities are we doing?
Seeking.
Alhara is using the exploration activity, hovering over Otteron.
Darius steps into this room.
Yeah, and I'm continuing to do I believe it's investigate.
Where's the one I liked? Oh, detect magic. I'm going to continue detect magic.
Yeah, I'm continuing to do investigate. So moving at half speed in order to recall knowledge of secrets and clues about what we're seeing.
Well, Atron's not in the room, so they just see a hallway. Alhara in the hallway. Hap behind Darius. So, oh,
Here's me seeking.
I see you seeking. You seek. This area is spotless, as you were not throwing garbage in here. Okay. You see, to the south,
this.
a round alcove. There's a round alcove. You see one to the north, and you see one to the south. And there appears to be a stone dais with the booted feet of a statue. However, the statue is broken off at the shins.
Now that's what I call shin splints.
Now, is it then just shins and like a pile of rubble?
You are nowhere near that room, so you have no
I know. I'm waiting
I'm
for.
looking. I will shout. There's a statue, a broken one here.
Yeah, there's a mystery afoot.
Cool. So, yeah, you walk much closer, Darius, and this is very, very clean, as these gelatinous cubes obviously do their job very well and clean every inch of this chamber, spick and span. This is, well, it's the bottom half of some statue of some sort. It is just stone at this point. There's no color, no filigree, nothing. You have no idea what this was. It looks like it was looted or stolen or taken long ago.
Okay. I'm gonna poke around towards the west a little more.
As you poke around to the west, you can see a staircase going up. Now, this staircase ascends steeply upward from the middle of the room. One thing you notice is that these stairs are extremely worn down, almost to the point that it's a ramp. You can see that there is like the remnants of a stair but you'd guess that the gelatinous cubes going up and down these stairs forever managed to wear them down over time.
Can you two back up a little bit? You're kind of hanging off them in like a weird romantic way, and you definitely don't need to be in my personal space doing that.
I'm just making sure that we're not attacked from behind again.
I was just
Okay.
trying to look around the corner.
Darius sees to the north another alcove. It looks just like the one to the south. Different statue, broken off at a different area. But again, it's just legs and shins broken. Again, it looks like it's just stone. So whatever was on this statue was long gone.
Looks like somebody doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Aye. All right. Unless there's something hidden in these alcoves, we should go up.
Can I get an idea of if the statues were broken specifically at a point, or if it looks like, they've been just hacked at multiple times, or maybe like it broke and fell over? Like, can I see as if tools were used to break it, etc.?
Yeah, it looks like these were looted by looters long ago.
Are we ready to go upstairs? I mean, there's more rooms on this floor.
Yes, we should stay here. There's more to the other side of the floor. We have not finished, but it looks like these were distinctly broken, probably by looters long ago. Maybe chisel tools.
Well, we came in here from an entrance to... O'Hara turns around for a second as if gaining her bearings. It was to the east of here, I think. And that was off of a chamber that ran north and south, and we haven't looked at the north end of that chamber, so maybe we want to continue investigating that direction first.
And this hallway continues to the north, too, before we came into the stairwell room.
Let's come out of the stairwell room and go north.
Besides, I don't get the feeling that those Zolgaths were actually exploring where those gelatinous cubes were. I think they stacked up those rocks to prevent them from getting into their area.
That's probably very true.
Wise.
So we're probably pretty safe in this section.
So Darius is moving forward north. As you move to the north, it's starting to stink more and more. As you would expect. The areas to the south, where the cubes were, you didn't encounter any Zolgaths or anything. You have noticed you kind of have walked around in a circle. It looks like this is a large square. There are 3 more of those very large stones.
Are you saying that circle makes the square?
I wasn't going to call it out, so let's just move
That
on.
was pretty good. I give you full props for that one. You see far to the west, that room that you saw when you first entered. Now you kind of made a full circle. That room has hay bales in it. And you know what? You actually can see some other things. Hold on.
Hey, Ataran, want to go for a hay ride? A little roll in the hay?
Maybe.
Again, you're going to need to back up with that kind of talk.
I was talking to them, not you. Don't eavesdrop.
Yeah, but you're talking too close to me. I can't not hear that kind of stuff, and I'm not trying to hear it.
I don't know. Wear earplugs.
You have to pretend that you don't hear it and just cry on the inside.
I assume the hay is some sort of farming seasonal ritual.
I mean,
That's where they sleep.
yeah, it's a nice place to lay down for a bit.
It does stink.
It doesn't all stink.
I bet there's lizard poop in it.
where
Nidal
they
was
live.
once known purely for its horse breeding, although that was long ago. There are many ranches.
Okay, so far to the west, you see a large square room. There's bundles of hay. There's some torches in there. Directly to the west of you is 3 more of those large pillars of stone. To the northwest, you see a corridor and some light. And you can't fully see the light because there is a curtain blocking the northern passageway. It's not blocking all of the light, but it looks like a curtain was put up for some privacy of some sort. So who was doing seeking and who was doing what again?
Darius is doing seeking.
Hap is doing detect magic.
I'm doing investigate.
Alhara is doing seeking, but only on Ataran.
You found me.
Let's investigate versus seeking.
Investigate, you look for clues like it's basically the recall knowledge skill as you move through things. Seeing clues and hints of information, runes, historical significance, etc.
I think seek is creatures and investigate is things.
Okay. Darius is seeking, and he sees something. Dun dun dun!
What do I see?
You see, in the stones in front of you, a snare is placed between the stones.
Smart.
Alhara, I've something of a trap over here. Would you like to take a look?
She takes a moment looking at Otteron and looking down the corridor to the south where they came from. I guess it's safe.
I will move up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll watch behind us. No worries.
All right, Alhara will investigate where Darius is indicating.
Alhara doesn't see anything. She's like trying to see it, but there's like little pieces of straw and stuff in the mounds, so she can't quite see whatever he's talking about. Darius can actually see, hidden between the straw and other debris in the mountain of rocks, a very small line of a snare of some sort. What it does, you're not quite sure. And he sees one in the northern, so there's like 3 rocks, so he sees it in the northern rocks, between rock number, if you'd say
So there?
so if you would be like if you think of it as a traffic light, between the red and the yellow light you see a snare.
Can I, like, blow the hay off of it to expose more of the snare? Just, look, do you see?
Sure. So gently, and so she can do it again.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now she can see it. She's
Got
like,
it.
oh, there we go. Like a little bit falls off, and the area that didn't move is obviously the trap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of tension in this. And I bet if someone were to trip over it, it would pull on something. So we need to make sure to pull that tension off. It's probably pretty delicate, though. Alhara's going to reach into her pack and pull out her thieves' tools. And in it, she's got a special set of, like, sort of gentle, low-pressure snips. And she's going to try to cut that snare.
Oh my god.
Thievery.
This thievery, did we even know that Alhara had this ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's why I
picked the
called her
lock.
up here.
Yeah, I picked the lock on one of the caravan wagons early on, and then someone's like, Did you just want the keys?" And
Yep.
he felt stupid.
I don't even remember that. It was so long ago.
The
Okay.
adventurous benefits of a misspent youth.
There we go.
Mhm.
So, yes.
Indeed.
She looks at it carefully and she realizes the only person who could actively take care of this is one who is trained in the subtle arts of thievery.
Hey Darius, remember when Dad used to put these sort of alarm snares outside of our caravan back in Escadar?
I remember they were plates and cans, and every morning, the first morning I tripped over it, made all the noise, I wrapped them on my feet. But then we got smart. One day we snuck out and we ate a lot of food, and he
Oh
didn't
my
know.
gosh, those funnel cakes were so good.
Oh, funnel cakes.
Okay, are you ready to try to
Yep.
disable the snare?
Yep, let's do it.
Do funnel cakes have sugar?
Guidance. I give you guidance.
Yes. Oh, Atron, have you not
I'll
had?
take the guidance. I am now immune to
Atron
guidance
just
for an
shakes
hour.
their head.
Okay.
When we're done, we're going to have funnel cakes.
With lots of sugar.
This actually is not a secret check, so you may do it.
Oh, good.
It's simply disable the device.
Well, I'm going to use my guidance.
Atron steps back.
Woohoo! Rolled an
Oh!
18 for 28.
Ooh.
You very carefully disable the snare, loosening the tension so it won't go off. You also notice there's another one in the south, so between the yellow and the green light. So you disable the snare at the top, but there's a second one in the south.
I think if we all know that we can go through one passage and not the other, that's probably for the best. There's a chance that I might accidentally trigger it if I'm not especially careful.
We should not risk this. Mm-mm.
So yeah, let's just move through the northern end of this east-west passage then.
Yeah, if you do it very carefully, you don't actually have to make any checks. You're not in
Oh, okay.
combat or anything. So, and none of you are large. Well, larger in the sense of size.
We're not
large.
ogres.
Yes.
I don't take up 4 squares yet.
Yet.
Jeez,
Oh my
Darius, you're
gosh.
looking kind of small, bro.
I don't even lift.
But Darius is he's nimble. He might be big, but he's light on his feet. So he can squeeze through that stone without...
I'll squeeze.
Okay,
But-
you do that.
The most dexterous of mountains.
A
Flexible.
10,
Mm.
a 10 is pretty good for mountains.
Okay, so yeah, do whatever you want. You disabled it. Oh, he went through. What happens? Nothing.
All right. What's this north? It says a curtain here.
There is a curtain, and behind that curtain is a brand new car. Dun, 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 dun.
Yay!
Ooh. I love doing that. I do that like every other show. I don't
You
know
do that
why.
every-
I love it.
every
I love
episode.
it.
That's great.
Da-da-da-da.
It's the Tonight Show music.
Da-da-da-da.
I know.
A Paris vacation.
What?
Yeah, well, I just watched The Shining with my kids last night, and they were like, "Why does he say here's Johnny?" I had to explain it.
Ah
to
ha
them.
ha! Gotta show him
Eh.
just 3 intros is enough with Ed McMahon. All right. There's a curtain here. Shall I burst through the curtain dramatically?
Well, hey, hold on. Why don't we wait for everybody to come through?
I know. I'm asking everybody.
They're not.
Aren't we
here
not
yet.
supposed
They're
to be in the southern part of the corridor?
No, just not through those 2 rocks.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys come through the rocks? Come on, guys.
Waiting for them.
All right, why don't you just take a peek and see what's there?
I will gently peek,
A little
through-
peekaroonie.
little peeky peek through the curtain.
Okay. I will do a skill to see how well you peek. What would it be?
Perception.
Maybe 2 skills, stealth and
That's
perception.
what I was thinking. Stealth and perception. Ooh, you roll phenomenally well, unlike your sister. Darius
Hey.
peeks through and can see a chamber that contains row upon row of square columns that stretches from the west to the east. The columns are covered in a phosphorescent lichen glowing with a dim green hue. You see some more tattered black curtains hanging between many of the columns, obscuring the room. However, you do notice some dinosaurs milling about.
Milling about. It's the dinosaur waiting room.
Oh my gosh.
I will come back. All right, everyone, be very quiet. This is the place where dinosaurs are born. There's a bunch of them in there. It's the dinosaur, like a green room of sorts. This is backstage for Dinosaur Town.
Gotcha.
Oh, maybe we just leave. We don't need to hurt them.
No, you don't understand. We have to clear this place, and I'm going to punch some dinosaurs.
What?
They're just animals. Why do you have to kill them?
Do you think we could lead them out of here? Did you see any Zolgaths around?
Did I see any Zolgaths?
Did
I
you
don't think
smell
so.
any Zolgaths?
You definitely smelled atrocious Zolgaths. You didn't see any, but you smelled them.
I didn't see them, but I smelled them. They're definitely in
Hmm.
there hanging out with the dinosaurs.
Well, I mean, we got to get the
Oh.
Zolgaths out, but if it's just the dinosaurs, we might be able to lead them out, don't you think?
And if we proceed further, we
By
could
leading
get...
them out, you mean they chase us because they want to eat us?
No. We'll gently, nicely. They're trained, aren't they? We gently, nicely
Not
lead
by
them
us.
out.
We are
Well,
the
no.
enemy.
If
But
we
they're
proceed
domesticated at some
forward, they
point.
could come up behind us, and that would be worse.
Atron speaks their language. They might know the commands.
You speak
Do you know the
dinosaur?
commands? The dinosaur commands?
No.
How do you say, please don't eat me in dinosaur?
Yeah, Atron, what is sit and stay in Undercommon?
Atron says, sit, stay, roll over.
What? Wow, that's the same as it is in Talbot.
All
Oh
in
my gosh,
Undercommon.
Lauren.
Look, this is going to be an encounter in here. How do you want to do it?
Well,
I'm fine going in chin first. It's
we can
it's
look
what I
further
do.
down the hallway, but then they could come up behind us.
right. We kind of have the drop on them here. We could start here, and this is a small, opening. They would have to shuffle around, but I'm sure those rooms connect above.
When it comes down to it, the person who has the greatest area spells is also the one who is most reluctant to attack them.
Why don't we just ask the Zolgaths to come out?
To what end?
We're gonna let you leave, or we'll kill you. Get out of here now.
I mean, that didn't work very well at the miscreants at the bar, but I don't think the Zolgaths will respond any better.
Are demon-worshipping creatures, are they not?
Well,
in this place?
At least the leaders are. We do not know that these are specifically, but I am sure they will hate us as surface dwellers.
Yeah, we are a problem to them. They will not reason.
Atron knows a bit. Zolgaths are very complex. Their society and what happened to them is a long, horrific story where they were once a wonderfully advanced civilization, but slowly turned into what you see now. And yeah, their society has turned into one of demon worship. However, they stay underground. They never come to the surface. There's no reason for them to come up here. So why they're here, and then why they're in this specific location in this tower, that is weird and curious. As for the dinosaurs, well, the dinosaurs are, they're pets, they're nutrients, they use them in every aspect of their culture, from pets to using them as livestock, to using them in combat, and so forth. And one thing you also know is that they actually burn their noses so they lose the scent smell ability, so that they don't bolt from the Zolgath's disgusting auras of smells.
That's like declawing a cat. That's awful.
Yeah, that's super cruel.
Ataran won't mention it. Everything else, we kind of talked about how, they're their own society and don't have to worship demons, but I guess Ataran would just add, again, there's probably a good reason that they've come up here, but it wouldn't be anything that they normally are interested in, which is why I think it's their leader, likely a demon worshiper themselves. So, again, strike now, or likely they strike from behind us.
Tell them this. Say, all your friends are dead. Come on out with your hands up, or you'll join them.
Ooh, that sounds pretty intense.
Tell them that. Say it, Otteron. Say it.
I'm not looking to threaten them immediately.
So I can go there and just have my hands up while Otteron speaks from behind me? Is this what you want?
Yeah, what's the plan, Otteron? We'll listen to you on this.
I think we have to go in as a group and see how they react, which will likely be immediate violence.
It's going to be immediate violence, but I'm ready for it.
All right, hot hands?
Hot hands.
Okay, watch this new trick I learned. And I'm going to kind of tap the animal staff on the ground. Dink. And I'm going to transfer a little bit of glow from my hands into the head of the staff. And then, all right. And then I'm going to offer you the head of the staff with a little bit of glow on it.
And I cup it in both of my hands.
And then you receive the glow.
I'm ready. Step behind in the curtain.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that you're not the first person to yell "Freebird" at the bard.